Hi, this is Kathy with SensiblyEssential.com, and today we're going to do some perfume. Now, the reason you should maybe think about doing some do-it-yourself cologne or perfume or body sprays is just all the chemicals, the toxic chemicals that should not be on or in our body that they are putting in our perfumes and things like that. So this is a very healthy thing to do. But it's also very practical and fun and money saving. So you get a lot in this because you can pick your own fragrance and like I said, not have all those toxic chemicals. And it's just fun. It's cute gifts to give people. They're like, oh, how cool, you made your own body spray, or perfume or whatever. So you can Google empty spray bottles or empty perfume containers, or just recycle what you already have. But this was a fun one that I found from one of the, I don't remember the name of it, I'm sorry, but you can possibly Google it. But this is, it's just a little purple, and it's like a little heart. It was the cutest thing ever. It may be Abundant Health, or, one of those. But anyway, all it is just a little spray bottle in there. It's just a little, it's very small, maybe an ounce. I'm not sure. But anyway. So this is what you do. Some people use vodka, like a real alcohol, of a high quality alcohol, as their mixing agent. It just helps disperse the oil on your skin and kind of preserves it like a natural preservative. Okay, so, but I am going to use, you can also use, some people use carrier oil for that same purpose. Some people use or I'm going to use witch hazel. Some people use witch hazel. If you're going to do any kind of small, tedious DIYs like this, I suggest searching for little funnels to do it, because you'll need it so you won't make a mess. So I'm going to use this little one. So I am going to put, and I'm going to guesstimate, so you can do this however you need to. I'm going to put a tablespoon of witch hazel. I'm going to put maybe a teaspoon of distilled water. And then, so I just had my little funnel sitting there, and it just so happens to match. How cute is that? I did not know that. Anyway, so I poured about and you could do maybe half and half, a half of witch hazel, half of, a teaspoon of witch hazel, because I think I said a tablespoon, that might be too much. Depending upon, but as far as the ratio, half and half witch hazel and water. So if you have a big container, then, and you can also Google some more recipes as far as that goes. But for this purpose and for my purposes, I'm doing half and half witch hazel, water, probably teaspoon. I'd say a teaspoon for each. How about that? And so for my fragrance, you pick whatever you want, whatever oils you have, smell them. Now, if you really want to get really sciencey, and perfumeries do this. Now, they synthetically make a lot of their fragrances. So I'm not saying, but this is what they do also, though. There's chemistry-wise, there's base notes, middle notes, and top notes. And they pick from each one. Top note is what you smell first. It's usually a lighter fragrance, and then like a citrus, and then you have a middle note, which is the longer lasting note, and that's your base kind of a thing, even though it's not the base note, so don't get those confused. But it's your main, I guess is a better word, is the middle note, which is kind of like the lavenders and roses and things like that. And then you have the base notes, and those are usually the heavier ones, which are like cedarwood, or earthy or something. But anyway, so they pick from each of those notes and then they do a certain percentage from each one because they know how to organize it. And it's really simple to look up to if you want to learn more sciencey about it. If not, just pick what you like, So for me, I'm going to do Sacred Mountain, Magnify Your Purpose, and Abundance. Those are going to be you can just do one. You can do how many ever you want. It's you. That's why, this is so fun, because you get to pick what you want. No rules. So anyway, so Sacred Mountain, it has like spruce, ylang ylang, cedar wood. Those are a few. Love the smell of this. Now, again, these also have a multi-purposed. So I'm just strictly talking about the aroma of it because I'm making perfume. But you can look up, you know, the emotional effects, the physical effects, that kind of a thing with each of the oils as well. If you want a certain, another component to just smelling nice. Anyway, okay, so that, and then I Magnify Your Purpose. Magnify Your Purpose has Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, which is phenomenal, and it's very high-priced oil. So it also has ylang ylang. I highlight ylang ylang. How can you guess? It has geranium, bergamot. Those are some of that's in this one. And then Your Abundance has myrrh, which I love, and it's so good for your skin. It has spruce, it has frankincense, again, another whole component to that, orange. Those are just a few that's in abundance. So those are the ones I chose. So in an experiment, you can do 10 drops of each, you can do 5 drops of each, smell it, see what you think, add more, whatever, you know, do small and then go. Does that make sense? So for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing 10. If you drop it like I did, wipe it up and put it on. That's how you clean up essential oils. Okay, so then Magnify Your Purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And maybe 3 of Abundance. And like I said, this is just my preference. You just do it how you want. Put the top back on it. Wipe it off. And you can also, I just wanted the spray one because one thing, it was cute. I'm all about some fun looking things, but you can also put it in a roll-on like this. And all this stuff you can Google empty bottles, roll-on bottles. You'll get a zillion things pull up. You can put it like a body spray, so you can make a big thing of it. So that's that. See, that was so simple, and that was so quick and so easy. So you're saving time, money, and you're getting all these wonderful benefits from it. So that was my perfume that I wanted to make for myself. Okay, so I just wanted to also show you, this is what I just showed you, the roll-on. Now, this is my husband's. For his, I use the, well, I use several. His has a lot. But one of the things is the Idaho Blue Spruce. No, I'm wrong on that. Let me go backwards. I use on his, I just had it in my hand and it is gone. Oh, here it is. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry. Northern Lights Black Spruce. This is what, I crack up. It's an inside joke, but I crack up because one of my friends, Angela, she loves her husband to wear this. Anyway, enough said. But this is it's just kind of like an earthy, like a manly kind of fragrance. So this is like his we just talked about the notes. So this is the one I use to be predominant in his for the smell. And so, but then because I want multi-components of his, I don't put anything else. I could put a couple of drops of a carrier oil like grapeseed oil or jojoba oil. Those are good for perfumes. A couple of drops just to disperse it in this. And then, anyway, so his has the Northern Lights in it. His has Joy in it. His has Magnify Your Purpose. His has Surrender. And his has Valor. That's his cologne. And I put just a few drops of each with, like I said, the predominant smell being the Northern Lights. And this is a roll-on. So this is just another way I wanted to show you. You could do it. Roll a ball. And he just puts this, on his neck every morning. So I hope you enjoy making your own perfumes.